If you are here for a celebration of grunge, the 90s, and Krist Novoselic from Nirvana, you're in the right place.
Greatest era of all time.
Yes.
They did some of the greatest bass lines and bass intros, and we're going to kick it off with Blue. The album was Bleach. It was 1989.
It's so rock and roll.
It's so not me. We were like learning this earlier, and I was saying to Lydia and Ian, I was like, I'm like a walking bottle of antiseptic.
No.
I'm just like, it's so clean, and Chris is doing it so dirty.
Yes.
It's like,
Yeah. He's got that, like you mentioned, like a low slung thing, and like he's got his pick kind of like this. Right.
Dude, did you know that over 70% of people that watch this channel regularly are not subscribed?
Blasphemy.
I know, and did you know that of that 70%, they probably never thought that we'd release a video about Nirvana?
Of course.
And that is why you should subscribe to the channel right now, because we have got a bunch more videos just like this coming your way. So let's teacher it. But before you even go there,
yes,
what's going on with the tuning?
Okay, so much rock and roll of the 90s was like half step flat. Yeah. Take your whole instrument, tune it down.
Oh, yeah, the 90s. But Jimi Hendrix, man.
Okay,
Hendrix
that's true. Jimmy did it maybe first. Yeah. But then you drop D. So the whole instrument's down a half step, and then you drop your E string down another whole step, right? So you've got, yeah.
all the way down there.
Right. And here's the riff.
God, it's so good.
Yeah. And then when it kicks in, right?
Yeah.
What do we have?
It's interesting that Ian and I work both of all downs.
Yes.
But Krist doesn't.
Oh, really?
He's going. Up and down all the way.
And then with the pick like this too, right?
Yeah. With that angle, yeah. Monster. Super compressed.
It is. It is, yeah.
It's quite tricky, but
it is. I mean, intros, right?
Yeah.
We're looking at like two really cool tunes, both starting the song.
Nirvana has all of these incredible bass intros. This one's a killer as well.
Yeah,
pretty
very
simple.
Cool. Right.
Tones really different.
Yes.
Really clean.
Compressed.
Just really compressed. And also something to note about Kristi's tone is that it's always got like a bit of a mid-scoop to it.
It does, you're
which
right.
I'm doing a lame job of today, just in case anybody wants to let me know in the comments. Okay, let's jump into the bass line.
Okay, so we're going to be playing this figure. And that's how I'm playing it, right? It deals with this sort of thing. Memorable, cool bass intro, and sets the tone for the whole tune.
Yeah.
I remember exactly where I was when I heard this next song. Do you remember?
Dude, hell yeah. But before we get to me, you guys in the comments down below, let us know where you were the first time you heard this song. Because I was at school, my friend walked over, he had his Sony Walkman, got out them headphones with the little spongy earphones, slipped them onto my dome, looked at me, and did this. It was outrageous.
Yes.
It was the start of a completely new movement in music. It was really the crown jewel or the cornerstone of the grunge movement.
Would you say that it defined a generation? Would you go so far as to say it?
Would have grunge even happened if it wasn't for this song?
Dude, everything was different after this. And I knew it when I saw it.
But I'll tell you what, dude, it wasn't the greatest. That bit wasn't the greatest bit of the song.
Right.
This was the greatest bit of the song.
It's so cool.
super clean.
Yeah.
No palm muting.
Right. Just kind of.
Maybe one of the best beginner bass lines as well to learn.
Right.
4 notes, 4 and a bit.
4 and a bit, right?
Show us it.
Okay. That cheeky little slide down.
Fret 1.
Yeah.
4.
4. 3.
If you want the tab and notation for this, remember we have done you a completely free workbook. It is down there in the description, down there in the depths below. Another incredible bass intro.
Yes.
Oh.
It is not easy. Dude, when I was younger listening to Nirvana, I just thought it was easy. I thought it was the simplest music ever.
Dude, you're talking my language. I was listening to Fusion. But actually, we sat here before trying to work out this bass line, and it's actually incredibly tricky to play.
Yes.
There's some really intentional stuff going on. And I think that Krist Novoselic, like, he needs to get more credit.
For
like,
sure.
He really does. Check this out. It's such a cool bass line.
Yes.
It is a really cool bass line. Again, tab and notation down below, but oh, yeah, killer. I can remember learning this on guitar. Maybe one of my first riffs I ever heard.
Yes. Like an open position, right?
Yeah. Loved it. Oh, Gibson riffer.
Yes.
And it's just super simple.
Yeah.
Right?
And
Super
it's so
simple.
iconic. Everyone knows what it is when you play it. Did you start it here? Like when you were young, did you learn it? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly that, yeah. I thought it was so cool.
Yeah.
I could like afterwards like show my friends, but like I didn't show them obviously.
Yeah.
They were just like in the vicinity and I was like I wasn't even looking in their direction and I knew they were like I was like, oh yeah, they think I'm cool.
No big deal.
I just whipped this up. Yeah.
That's
It was
great.
incredible, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It sounds to me like it's happening here.
Yeah, I think it is,
Right?
yeah. Another great riff for beginners.
Yes. Okay, so drop D, right? But then also weird intervals. It's
Weird.
not 1-4-5.
It
It's
feels
not a
weird. Yeah, it's like
yes.
that's okay.
Yep.
But then
Oh,
yeah. This thing.
Yes.
And then super weird. Well, I'll tell you what my favorite thing is of this entire track. It's the bass break.
the break.
The old bass break.
I love the bass break.
Check it out.
Descending.
Yeah. And then you do this really sneaky chord. Check it out.
I'm so happy.
Oh!
Cause
It starts off with this. Pretty standard.
Oh, that's so cool.
And then. Whoa! That's so cool. So, first of all, it's got this.
Yes.
And then we've got. And then it carries on.
Mom and Dad went to a show. They dropped me off at Grandpa Joe's. I kicked and screamed, so please don't go.
Another incredible bass intro.
Yes. And I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm always sort of hesitant to have the confidence to be like, hey fellas, I'm gonna start this one on the bass. Do you think that like Krist? No, you're not. You're not. Do you think it was Krist like, hey, I'm taking this? Or do you think it was maybe Kurt or Dave?
I've got no idea. Honestly, and I don't even know who wrote the bass lines. Honestly, just putting it out there.
Sure.
I don't know if it was a mix of Kurt and Krist, or if it was Kurt and Kurt was like, here's the bass intro.
Sure.
Like, I'm a Nirvana nerd, but I haven't been down that rabbit hole. But I bet one of you guys has. I bet one of you has. So let us know in the comments if you know who wrote these bass lines, and specifically the intros as well. We'd love to know.
And if you want to get close to this tone and play this bass line, I'm rolling my tone knob almost all the way up. I'm playing with a pick, right? But I'm not scraping. It's flat against the string with maybe a touch of palm mute. It's this. Right.
Dude, are you ready for a ballad?
By Nirvana.
Yeah.
There's no such thing.
This is a classic. Everybody will know it.
Yes. Hairspray Queen. Yeah. It's so garage, you know?
This bit, sorry.
I mean, it's like it captures the spirit of like jamming with your friends.
Yeah,
Doesn't
it's like a dare.
Yeah.
It's like a dare.
Gone wrong.
Yeah, maybe gone wrong. Yeah, it's awesome. It's
gone so right. Yeah, keep playing it. Then there's sometimes like
right. Random notes and
Right.
stuff. If anybody out there maybe wants to get this bass line down, right, just to whip out a family dinner, birthday party, anything like that. I mean, I'm sure he'll impress the entire family. It is simply an open D,
yes,
open E,
yes,
slide up. I don't know where it slides up to, simply like infinity.
yes.
And then the most important part, you hit the A on the A string, and then E flat on the E string.
Yes.
And then rinse and repeat.
Right. With reckless abandon, right? Maybe a couple of random notes here and there.
Apologize to your family.
Cool tone and the bends, right?
Maybe my favorite intro of Nirvana's.
It's like kind of,
yeah,
kind of slinky. What's going on? What's going on with the bendy stuff?
Well, the first bit's pretty simple. It's just
Yes.
2 notes, right? So, and then the next note, yeah, I'm pulling down. So slowly.
Yeah, there's all that bendy stuff.
Yeah, and I'm really holding, like, you know, I tell people not to do this, like hold the bass like a baseball bat,
Right.
like more like thumb on the back of the neck. But for this,
Oh yeah.
to get that purchase.
The purchase.
Right, purchase. Wow, wow, wow.
Get that purchase on the string. Yeah.
Right. Oh.
Beautiful. Okay, so before we jump into the next bass line, which might be their most sinister sounding bass line.
Yes.
Oh, it's so nasty.
It's nasty.
Nasty. Make sure you grab that free workbook down below with all of the tab and notation.
Like I never want to see this video again.
Oh, I can remember watching it for the first time. I was like,
Hey,
don't know this bass line. You were going to teach me just before that. I was like, no, let's teach you.
Save
You
it.
can teach me on camera.
Yeah, sure.
So we're in low D, right?
Yes.
Low slinging.
Yeah, we're low slinging. We're also that half step flat, right?
Yeah.
So it's half step flat, drop D, and we're playing an open A. And then getting that. I kind of like the sound of that. Ugh. Yes. Then. That's it. And there's something about the like slow sludginess of it. Like I want to kind of milk the speed of the return of the bend. Yes. Right.
That's too fast.
It should feel kind of seasick. Yes. Right.
I'd have to practice that.
No,
but it's just, again, it's a great example of stuff that sounds easy that's actually hard.
Absolutely. And I think every bass player, most bass players, if I were playing on this, would have played. You know what I mean? And left the bends to the guitar players. But I really love, and that Kurt is doing a different bend than Krist too. So it's
and it
just
adds to that
it's just
dissonant,
horrible tension. It's wonderful.
Yeah, it's amazing. And check it out. If you've enjoyed this video, we actually did a video not so long ago called the 15 greatest rock bass intros of
the 1990s.
The greatest era of all time. And you can check it out. We're going to put a link somewhere on this screen.
I think it's going to be over here.
What about over here? Maybe. Lydia, you can sort it out. See you later, guys. Bye.